Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing more Victor games. If you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, you had the opportunity to vote in the Discord based off what we were going to play tonight. I was up between playing Victor tonight again or drafting tonight because I like drafting and I need to practice. But everybody voted, and we're going to be playing Victor tonight. So we're going to be going through the list a little bit. I have made a couple of small changes. It is worth noting I tried a couple of different things yesterday. We're gonna be trying to play all three pummels in the deck tonight to see how it feels.
Some biddies, you say?
Yo, let's go, Chris, with the $10 super chat, dude. Shout out Agrablaze for being number one, the number one YouTube streamer, where three pummels is the number one priority. Chris, thank you so much for the $10 super chat / dono, man. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I really appreciate that. Mike, Chris, Riku, Rose, Ben. Card Cave, cool name. Derek, Dave. I think I hit everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize, guys. Thanks for being here. Glad you guys are chilling and hanging out with us. I'm actually very excited for the third pummel tonight. Yesterday, and we're going to talk about the deck list here in just a minute. I tested a couple of things yesterday to see how it felt and like what the deck would look like. Just when I had a little bit of time to kind of like walk through some things. So I don't know. We'll talk about those here in just a minute when I pull the deck list up. Yo, Pockets, what's up, dude? 4 pummels, 1 yellow to make people think you're on 6. That's actually what I tried yesterday. Which is hilarious. Hey, let's go, Michael. Yo, you turned 21 today? Yo, Michael, happy birthday if today's your birthday, buddy. That's awesome. I learned about Fortnite guy yesterday. Yes, I may or may not be referred to as the Fortnite guy by a few people. All right, so looking at our deck, I was originally going to go back to 33 blues because I really enjoyed having the extra blues in the deck. But I think that having 32 is actually okay. So we're going to play 32 blues and we're going to play a main deck pummel is going to be the idea behind it. So we're going to be on 3 main deck pummels. Excuse me. With 32 blues is the idea with what we're going with here. So that's the idea. I'm going to try it tonight. We're going to see how it feels. I played a couple of games with it today and it felt okay. So I don't know. We'll try it tonight and see what happens. And then looking at our sideboard is actually the same as it was Tuesday night when I streamed. The idea behind that is that I really think that there's a world where the AB2 and Oasis Respite could be a really good idea. I don't know. I'm not giving up on it. Yesterday, what I tried was I tried having 33 blues in the deck, and I tried playing 3rd red pummel and a yellow pummel on the sideboard against Verdant specifically to see if like that was enough like staying power to get me there. And it was not. It was not. It was actually very awkward. So yeah, I don't know. Having the yellow pummel in there was just really awkward. Like, I don't know. It did not fit well. Like, I was hoping it was going to do pretty well. I think part of that has to do with the fact that I'm playing Tectonic Plating instead of Tunic in the deck. I think that's a big reason of why, like, extra pummels are kind of weird depending on what you're looking at. But I don't know. We're going to try it tonight and see how it feels. I'm curious to see how the 3rd pummel does tonight as we go through it. Our friend at the Armory used to do it. I mean, yeah, I believe that like you get a lot of mental play with people not knowing how many pummels are in your deck. I also learned about the Fortnite guy. I'm going to assume Evan was telling you about this. So if you guys have not been around, for a long time on the channel, you're not seen a lot of my content over the years. I used to do a lot of like Fortnite shorts and things like that because I really enjoyed playing Fortnite. Carly and I played a lot of Fortnite all the time, and so I used to do a lot of shorts for Fortnite, and like they did pretty well. They got a lot of views, but it just didn't bring in like viewer retention that I wanted, and so I kind of don't do that anymore. And yeah, so people started calling me the Fortnite guy as a joke. So here we are. The Fortnite guy meme lives on. It lives on. All right, we're not going to be looking for anything specific tonight. I think we're close enough to the event to where I'm just going to be looking to play games tonight and seeing how it feels. Also, by the way, if you guys have not heard about this yet, I talk about it every stream, or I'm trying to anyway. Exclamation point breakpoints in the chat. We're going to go first in this matchup. Breakpoints is a new podcast that I am a part of with Taylor and Sam from the Card Guys. Make sure you check it out. Exclamation point breakpoints in the chat will give you a link that'll take you to the playlist where you can find all the videos. Also, if you have not seen this yet, exclamation point codex in the chat. This is the Codex Journal. It's a great way to track your games, keep up with notes, kind of log good pieces of information as you're going for testing. And it also helps at big events to be able to keep up with things. So make sure you check those out. Exclamation point breakpoints and exclamation point codex in the chat. All right, Dash.io. I have that I'm playing Crown of Dominion in this matchup. We're going to try it and see how it feels tonight. We are on Chokeslam. We are on Crush the Weak. We are on E-Strike. And we're cutting Pummels to play the weakest link. I wonder if we're not supposed to play Crush the Weak and play the Pummels, maybe. I don't know. Let's play my sideboard plan and see how it feels. This is like what I came up with, so I'm curious to see like how it feels when we're actually playing it. So let's go 7, 10, 25. We're playing against Dash.io. We are going first, which is the idea. Ooh, they're playing Hanabi Blaster into us. That's fun. Yeah, Michael, for sure. Let's play one after this, man. I'm down. I think we're just gonna make a surge and swing the hammer here, and we'll arsenal the E-Strike. Seems fine. Hey, what's up, Mike? Mike, I'm glad you could be here and hang out, man. I know you said it was pretty late for you, so I mean, if you need to go to bed, I completely understand, but I do appreciate you coming by. We did end up on the third Pummel Electrum. Yeah, absolutely. We did end up on the third Pummel. We're trying to change the list as much as we can to see if we can make things work. I'm doing my best to make the deck work if I can help it. They did fat stack us with 73 cards. Card Cave, yes. Blow for a Blow is for Gravy specifically. And I think I play it in Prism as well, if I remember correctly. I mean, we have the blue. Let's just get value out of it. It feels a little bad to give it up this early, but I think stopping the Boom Grenade is fine. I think specifically stopping the Boom Grenade is okay. So we have a Vigor and a Might, which means I can block here and the block here in the Flexors. And then there's not going to be anything else this turn cycle because the Blaster requires another counter. And we'll just come in buff power and come in for 8 here. There's no effect here, unfortunately, but coming in for 8 seems fine. They were not supposed to crank the Boom Grenade, in my opinion. Like, they did it so that they could, like, boost less cards out of their deck, and I understand why they did it, but I do agree that I think that's, like, a mistake. We'll just go ahead and block efficiently. We don't really have a good turn put together here. Yo, our opponent's going ham right now. That's true. They didn't even need... Well, they ended up with 1 action point because they cranked. They would have had to have boosted the first time to have the extra action point. They gave up... Well, wait, no? Maybe not, I guess? I don't know. In my head, I'm like trying to process. I think Dave's right. I think they didn't have to even have the action points they wanted. In my head, I was thinking, yeah, they didn't boost their last attack because they had the extra action point, but I guess that makes sense too. We'll just go ahead and block with the shield. We're just going to try to get back to our turn with the Riches of Tropal Donnie. I mean... yeah, it feels bad, but it's another Boom Grenade. I think we're supposed to do this to try and keep the tempo advantage here. And then whatever they throw at us after this, sure. See, I love this because they're going to take the Cranial Crush. We'll block here to deny this. Because I don't want to take the Boom Grenade hit if I can help it at all. Rainbow Foil Flexors is $180? That's so interesting. Man, you're right. Riches after boots every time. Dave was talking about that the other night too. I don't know what my deal is with using my boots and then drawing riches. I mean, let's just go in for 7 here. We'll just get aggressive. 5 overpower. Okay. I mean, we'll just get in here, I guess. Like, this is fine. It doesn't really matter. The fact that they're using Crown of Providence right here is great. I love this because it means, like, our next Command and Conquer looks really good. Cold Foil Flexors is 225. Dave said, as God intended. 32 blues. Blues to play riches is fair enough. Please tell me blow for blow. Actually, Electrum, blow for blow has been really, really good. It's been really, really solid. We won all 3 games against Gravy we played on Tuesday night, and blow for blow was a big part of that. So, yeah, it's been really good. Well, this turn's probably like block 9. I mean, I guess technically we can block here, and then we can try to like throw the weakest link or something. I don't know. Really depends on like what their turn looks like. Happy to see that heist out of here. Get that shit out of here. This is indeed a hand of all time, Sam, for sure. Yeah, so Card Cave, the running joke has been for the last 3 streams. Anytime I have used flexors, the following turn is when I draw into my Riches of Triple Donny. Oh, dude, let's go. I didn't know the New Zealand sinks were actually out yet. That's kind of cool. I'm glad you were able to get them, though. That's awesome, dude. I love that for you, Derek. I don't like the look of that card on the surface. However, I'm willing to put my faith in you. So, Electrum, I will say it come from the advice of some very, very close friends. And like it has been the truth. It has been the truth. It actually won us a game the other night because we were able to arsenal it, and our opponent went all the way down to 1. They went all the way down to 1, and then we threw it at them. We threw it at an ally, and then dealt the damage to them to end the game. It was really cool. It was really cool. My man's loading up on the 3rd pummel like I load up on monsters. Wally, what's up, dude? We're probably just gonna block with 2 cards here. Like, they already have a red boom grenade and a yellow. Yeah, they have multiple things to pick from, so we just want to block here. It's funny because, like, I don't really want to fatigue them in this matchup. It's just kind of what happens, you know? Like, fatiguing them is not the goal by any stretch of the imagination. It's just what happens. Ooh. Wow, talk about getting lucky. Talk about getting lucky. So the fun part is that we're probably going to block with the Spinal Crush. And then from there, we're going to throw Command and Conquer with the 2 floating to make them think it's Pummel. I mean, obviously, depending on how they play out this turn, but... Trials into the Golden Sun, I believe. We did hit a 7 into a 9, so that's pretty cool. My man said, I'm in the Zaxby's drive-thru. Carly had Zaxby's for lunch yesterday, actually. Zaxby's is gas, dude. It was a really cool way to win, Electrum. It was so funny because I didn't even see that I had the win at first. In my head, blow for a blow was terrible in my arsenal because I was like, oh my god, I don't have... In my head, I was like, oh my god, this is so bad because I don't have a... I don't have Go Again. I think it's worth taking 3 to threaten the Pummel to see how they play this. They can't play anything off the top. Like, I feel pretty comfortable taking 3 here. I'm in CT. Is CT Connecticut? Is that what that is? I'm assuming. And I miss Zaxby's. Zaxby's is good. Hey, what's up, Ash? So Madik, we actually went 3-0 against Gravy on Tuesday night stream. So yeah, we did pretty well. No respect for it, huh? All right. Not gonna lie, I was expecting a little bit more than that. Do we want to try and crack some golds? I don't think so, right? Like, I'm pretty content with just getting 2 cards out of their hand with the weakest link here. At least more than likely. Just been Acilioing at the CC Armory. Went 2-1 the other day. Yo, let's go, Ash. Congrats. Congrats. I mean, listen. Yudo won nationals playing Acilio, so, like, you too can be a national champion playing Acilio. There's possibilities that this has text. This is more than likely a 2-card 7 right here, but there's a possibility this has text. 3-0 with Scurv. Ooh. At the Blitz Armory. I like the idea. Wait, can you actually play Scurv in Blitz? Is that like a thing you can do? I am just an Ash. I am no Yudo, however. Listen, if there's anything that I could tell you, it's that people like Yudo are hard to find. Yudo is phenomenal at the game of Flesh and Blood. Yudo is a great player, and like I would say Yudo's the best Acilio player in the world. Like, I would be willing to like step out and like make that statement. I feel pretty comfortable saying that. Play sure, be good as another story. That I felt. I can't wait to place 32nd at the blue post on Acilio. Yo, y'all take me out sometimes, dude. Good card to Arsenal, please. My God, dude. We just keep finding these things that I don't want to Arsenal. That's not what I wanted. It's so weird how, like, I don't know, like, you go up, like, when I played 30 blues, I drew 3 all red hands the other night in one game. And now I play this and I draw, like, 6 blues in a row. And I'm just like, brother, can we make up our mind, please? Like, it kills me, dude. It absolutely kills me. Yo, let's go, Sam. Aggro blazing it. My man said 17 months of Prime support. Big fan of your new podcast, especially the guy with the hands. Oh, Sam, dude. Much love, man. The 17 months. I greatly appreciate it, brother. It means a lot. God, that's so funny. I love that that's like what Taylor is known for now. I cannot tell you guys how happy it makes me that like every time I see Taylor like interacting in like a Discord somewhere, he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And they're like, yeah, you could just leave him down by your side. That's okay. Like, it cracks me up so much. Victor is the new Viscerai. You're going to have to elaborate on that one. You're going to have to elaborate on that one for me. We did some bonking pretty early, like with like we've thrown a couple E-strikes, we've thrown a weakest link and like a command and conquer. Like we've done some bonking this game. But like right now it looks like, wait, what? Oh, they're passing to me. I was very confused. But yeah, now like we're trying to fatigue him at this point. Victor's the new Viscerai. They both start with V. Can't explain that. I mean, listen, you're not wrong. They do both start with the letter V, so there's clearly too many similarities there. All right. Ooh, all right. I mean, drawing 2 clashes together is never really what you want to see, but I'll take drawing a 4 block here. That feels pretty good. Also, I love that, like, my tech plating has, like, the 3rd counter on it. Yo, is that a penetration script? My man is on some sauce over here. It's kind of hot, dude. It's kind of hot. I mean, yeah, my opponent has definitely, like, churned through, like, heart and other things like that this game. They've also played Backup Protocol Red off the top of the deck twice now in response to the Trounce trigger. So we win this. Oh, winning with a thunk is baller, dude. Baller. You love to see it. Man spent 59 cards and he's done 9 points. I mean, yeah, our opponent's definitely not had the best game so far. It seems like they've drawn some pretty like clunky hands, honestly. But you know, I'll take it. Like, I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. And like the thing about like this point in the game, like I will actively block with I will actively just block Crush the Weak and Test of Strength here if I have to, because I want to take as little damage as possible. Yeah, no, dude, Kevin, they have they have literally hearted like 3 or 4 times this game. It's actually been crazy. Oh, hey. A cool turn. They're doing things. See? They're doing things. Aw. Sag. I see they're like lighting cards on fire. I mean, they have another max V, you know? They could like... I don't know what they could do, but they could do something. What do we have? A Test of Strength on top of the deck? I mean, that's fine. Let's us clash for next turn. So if I was going to lose a clash with anything on top, like, cool. I don't think we're just supposed to block 10. I think that, like, it's okay for me to take some damage here. To swing hammer for 6? I don't know. It's probably better just to block 10, right? Definitely seeing every card in their deck, I see. That's for sure. I mean, listen, if they like max V and like double boom grenade us, we could die. You're not wrong. I did say minimize damage and then actively just take 3 to throw hammer for 6. You are right. That is a thing that I did. The turn that aggro flexed is in TVs. Wait, what? Are we talking about when I use flexors? The turn before I drew Riches of Tropodani? Oh, they're just throwing 5? I mean, sure. Oh, nice. That just ends the game, right? Should just end the game. They block 3 and then they're dead. And to think I was going to throw Choke Slam this turn. How silly of me. Such a silly goose. Good game, opponent. Yeah, I think they were trying to set this turn up is what was happening. Yeah, they were trying to set this turn up because, I mean, to be fair, like, this turn's really good. Like, this turn's really good. But we ended the game, like, in the 20s. Like, that was just one of those games. All right, so not playing Pummels worked out well for us that game. Let's see. Dio, we did get the win. Was able to disrupt op with oh, I put too many spaces there. That'll drive me crazy if I go back and look at this later. Weakest link. And Spinal. I think we threw a Spinal one time in that game. I can't remember. They used Heart like 3 times and fatigued themselves. Now, to be fair, they were going to have a really good turn right there, like at the end of the game. Like, that turn was pretty solid. Like, they were gonna crank out some damage there. Dude, I'm so excited for the Blue Post event. It's going to be so much fun. Guys, if you have not heard, I don't know if any, like, how many of you guys, like, watch, I know there's a lot of people all over the world and stuff like that, but if you are local to my area, which is, like, Northeast Tennessee, if you are local to that, on August 2nd, there is going to be a really, really cool, there's going to be a really, really cool tournament. Like, it's, like, 2 cases of high C's in the top 8, I think, and then there's also, like, a gold foil. First place gets a gold foil. There's some gold foil IRAs on the line. There's a lot of really cool stuff. So yeah, it's like there's a really good tournament coming up. Let's tell them we're thinking. So this is a very interesting matchup to me because I was talking I was talking to Liam Holden the other day, and like you guys are going to get to see all this tomorrow when that video comes out. But he was telling me he doesn't play AB at all and he just races, which I'm kind of intrigued by. I think these are the cards I'm supposed to play. Yeah, let's try this and see what happens. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see how this goes. I think we're just gonna throw Spinal. Like, there's a world where like we get equipment or they can't block it, right? Richard said he would up the player cap. Yeah, he said if 24 people pre-register like over the next week or two, like that he will up the cap. It's capped at 32 players right now, but he said he would up it. So I mean, that would be cool. I want to see you play a Katsu or an Ira perhaps tonight. I mean, we can look for an Ira in the new deck section. Like, we can go and like just put looking for Ira. I'd be down for that. It's a deck. It's a deck that will be at Singapore. Well, I don't really want to fatigue Acilio. Like the goal would never really be to fatigue Acilio, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like the goal is never really to fatigue Acilio, but like AB2 could help us situationally, so that's kind of like the thought process there. Now this is a card that's going to get some value. Yeah, so it's Elizabeth in Tennessee, but it's like very top right-hand corner. I posted the link the other night in the chat. I'll get the link again and post it in the chat so that you guys can have it and see it. I should probably just make it a command over the next 3 weeks so that you guys can have access to it. I'll be playing Ira or Katsu tomorrow after the Armory deck releases. Just need practice first. I mean, yeah, I'm buying the Armory deck on Saturday. I'm actually going to the Blue Post hopefully on Saturday, and I'm planning on getting the Armory deck. Defense reaction? Yep. Makes sense. The Udo special here. New Ira is really cool. Michael, after this game, I got you, brother. Sorry. I completely forgot that we were talking about that. After this game, I got you, bro. Shoot me a DM, Michael, on Discord, so I'll have you sitting there. I think we're supposed to take this and pummel the Golden Sun. Like, there is no go again. There is no action point here. I mean, sure, blink. I hate to just, like, take another 4 here. I think we'll block with Tech and Gauntlets here. Like, keeping life up is fine. I can't wait for somebody to win a big event with Kodachi Ira. I mean, I think Kodachis are fine in Ira. Like, I don't think Edge of Autumn's going to be, like, the only build of Ira moving forward. I think that there will be, like, Kodachi builds. For sure. If we can signal boost it up, that would be cool. My mat? Is this the, this is the art for, not Waning Moon. The art from, Mistville, right, Sam? When do I leave for Singapore? I leave for Singapore next Tuesday. So I guess like 5 days from now. We leave Tuesday, and when I land, it'll be like 7 a.m. in Singapore when we get there, which is really interesting. Okay. I'm very intrigued by this play pattern. I'm going to make you discard another card. We know they have a Gone in a Flash in their arsenal. This is a very... I feel like this is a very, very aggressive use of their Flash of Brilliance here. Somebody needs to ping Yudo and tell him to start to watch this game and let me know what he thinks about the Acilios plays. Because I'm going to be honest, like, there's only a few people in the world that I truly trust when it comes to Acilio lines, and Yudo is at the top of that list. Are we supposed to use flexors here? With the riches? Or not? I don't know. But I might try out the version of this version of Victor Armory this week and look to provide some feedback. Yeah, dude, please do. Please do. I'm open to any and all feedback for sure. I think we're just gonna save it. I think we're just gonna save it. If it's gone in a flash into Mind Warp, oh, you're talking about the Gone in a Flash? Yeah, they're just throwing Gone in a Flash here and then passing, it looks like. It was a very interesting, yeah, no, that was, I agree. That was not the best line in the world. I mean, maybe our opponent's learning Acilio, you know? It's very possible that that's the world we're in right now, that they are learning Acilio. Come on, Pummel off the top one time. Well, the good news is that this is going to buy at least 2 cards here. Yes, Holden. Your feedback, anybody's feedback, bro. Holden, if you have thoughts about my list and you've been actively playing Guardian recently, like, let me know, man. For realsies. On God, for real, for real. There is, like, I don't know what they were doing there, to be honest. I think they, like, they could have thrown the Flash of Brilliance at me. I don't know. Very interesting. Nobody show Yudo my games. I will be torn in half. Yudo's so nice, though. Like, even when I was, like, when I had Yudo on and I was having him show me lines and I would do things wrong, he would be like, well, like, and we would kind of sit there for a second and I would be like, Yudo, it's okay. You can just let it fly, brother. Just be brutally honest with me. It's okay. Yeah, because, like, at least before, right? Like, to Dave's point, at least before they could have jammed, like, 1 card and 3 pieces of equipment to stop CNC, but now they can't even do that. I've actually not been playing Guardian at some of my local events. Yo, what have you been playing, Electrum? What have you been playing, bro? I mean, I guess we can Arsenal, like, the Cranial Crush or something is fine, technically. Like, the amount of disruption we're hitting right here is pretty good so far. I also like going first in this matchup. I think my matchup guide says to go second, but I think that's just wrong. Yeah, like, it says go second. I think you're... So, like, in this matchup, we want to be, like, aggroing. Like, don't get me wrong. But I think that, like, we're, like, kind of playing this matchup through, like, Oldham's eyes, if you will. And not in, like, the fatigue sense kind of way, but in the sense of, like, we're trying to do the opposite of what they want to do. And Yudo told me that Acilio always goes first because they don't block well, and it's a good setup opportunity. So I think that going first is kind of like going first into Vincent or Dashio. You're denying them the ability to go first, which is pretty cool. Let them do a thing? Dave, no, we don't want them to do a thing. Okay. Getting Tunic here is massive. Wow. Only Spinal Crush is worthwhile otherwise. You're letting them get tempo first. I mean, but, like, they went first the first turn and, like, they didn't do anything. And I think, like, that's kind of, like, what we're after, right? Is, like, denying them the ability to be able to do something impressive or powerful on the first turn. So, like, I don't know. Like, I'm open to talk about it, but I think going second is actually wrong. Are we supposed to Arsenal anything here? Like, we have to have 2 cards to play this. And I would probably rather just always throw something else. Been toying with Mario, even keeping up with last year's UK National Champions. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Has it been going well for you? Have you been enjoying the practice? So I think a lot of people are playing Lightning Press because Yudo was on Lightning Press. Oh, go ahead. Throw it at me again. I mean, I actually hope they throw it at me again, if I'm being honest. Because I'm just going to jam 9 in front of this if they throw this at me for 7. Yeah. And now this is 2. Gone in a Flash is gone, plus their Tunic. I mean, we could give up a piece of equipment to, like, throw the, throw the hammer here. But, like, they're at 20. They're not even, like, if they were at 8, and this was, like, putting them within, forcing them to block range, it's probably worth a piece of equipment. But at 20 life, we're just supposed to jam all of our cards in front of this. Have we even seen a Clash card yet? We're on all 6 of them. Boo, Lightning Press. We hate poppers. Randy's just saying that because I threw a Lightning Press at him one time, and I tried to, like, pop something when he was playing Prism, and it did absolutely nothing. Might be, like, one of the funniest fails I've ever had. So I was playing Aurora, and, ooh, that's scary. And Randy was playing Prism, and on turn 0, he threw a Herald at me, and I blocked with Fry and Lightning Pressed it, and he had the Reprimand. It felt so bad. It felt so bad. Oh, so we've seen one Clash card, we just pitched it away? Okay, I mean, that's fine. If we've seen one, then okay, sure. That's fine. Ugh, I miss Aurora so much. I miss Aurora so much. This, like, Mind Warp number 2. Yep. Yikes. Yikes. Yo. We pitch in Spinal Crush, and we're going to hang on to the Clash. Man, that's a big Sag right there, boys. That's a big Sag. Now that's some jam. You're right, Dave. That is some jam. Oh man, dude, I'm going to say that so much. I'm gonna be at my armory tomorrow night going, God, I hate jam so much, and my opponents are just gonna be like, okay. I'm more of a jelly guy myself. It's what I'll follow it up with too. 2-card poppers ain't it. Man, Derek, you know as well as anybody, we were doing what we had to with Aurora when we were trying to play against Prism. We were doing whatever we had to. There's a Blink on top of their deck. We've seen 2 channels so far, I'm pretty sure. Yep, so there's only one more left. Sigil Brilliance. You go first, you give Asilio 2 triggers of his power, and filters better. Asilio's weakness is poor hand states, arguably the worst, and I think he is fine taking a little damage turn 0. Okay, so you guys think we should be going second? Okay. I mean, I'm definitely open to, like, that concept. Where are the rest of my pummels at? Are we just gonna, like, Mega Greed and, like, draw a card off of a gold here? Oh, no. I mean, I think Chokeslam just always has more text here. Actually, does Disable have more text getting rid of their arsenal? It's less damage, but I really like the idea of... I thought I could pitch one more. I guess I had a Surge. Oh, well. They're just going to go down. Hey, what's up, Allie? You don't get to say we did what we had to do. Aurora was a menace right after Viserai. Aurora was a menace because the rest of the format sucked, dude. Like, Aurora was, like, fine. Like, of all time most broken things that have ever happened in the game of Flesh and Blood, I don't even think she, like, cracks the top of the list. Like, Channel Lightning Valley was good, but, like, everything else about her game plan was, like, super fair. Like, you had to, like, line up 2 cards to, like, be able to, like, combo somebody. I don't know. There's a lot of disruption in the format. I have a hard time buying into the fact, like, I understand that, like, she was a menace. I just struggle with, like, buying into the fact that she's, like, as broken as, like, some of the other shit that's happened in the game. Hey, Allie, with 8 months of Prime support. Let's go. Allie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate the Prime support. Aurora was fair, but hella annoying. I mean, yeah, so, like, the fact that she was just a 0 for 4 deck was like really broken, right? Like, her lightning talent and her hero ability made her very powerful. Liam said he'd play Aurora with no hero text. That's how insane he believes she is. Okay, well, y'all need to get Liam checked in somewhere then, because that's crazy. No shot, dude. No hero text? Then like, respectfully, as much as I like Liam, he never played Aurora, because you bricked a lot when you didn't have the hero text. Prism was a bad matchup. I would argue that Prism was not a great matchup. But yeah, like, Flicker Wisp was like ridiculous. So 9? Oh, sure, sorry. I think they're just playing the instant side here instead of the action side. So instead of me taking 9, I would take way less. Was made by Liam? Interesting. So yeah, they're wanting to restart the turn because they're just gonna try and, like, shock me, is what's happening here. I mean, so, man, I don't know. Aurora without her hero text, not that good. Aurora's hero text was really important. Like, Aurora's hero text was really important. I don't know, man. I'm struggling to buy into that. Like, you would have to make a pretty clear and concise argument for me to buy into that. Y'all are wiling. Oh. All right, so it's going to be the Comet Storm. Then we're going to pay into Volzar. So it's going to be 8 to put me down to 9. We're going to make a Surge and throw Cranial Crush. If I die with armor left in play, that's going to feel pretty bad, so we should probably use it pretty aggressively. Them drawing cards is probably not the most relevant thing in the world here. Our opponent's probably just looking to go to 4 and kill me. I'm trying to think of, like, how AB would have helped us this game, and I don't think it would have. I mean, I agree. Like, I agree in, like, the sense that, like lightning and Runeblade is very, very powerful. And even only on 6 blues, which I was on for a while, we were still using the hero text quite regularly. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd be open to hearing what Liam has to say and, like, why he thinks that. But, like, as someone who had a lot of success with Aurora and, like, really enjoyed the hero, you'd have to do a lot of convincing. And I do mean a lot of convincing. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. This works, though. we're going to be able to use flexors here. Actually, trying to apologize to my opponent here. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to block like this. And then we're going to use Pot of Greed to draw 2 cards. And we're going to see if we can go E-Strike Go again and to use the Surge for something better. That's the idea here. Okay. The Hero Text Runeblade is enough to be broken. But she still could have been great with no text box. I'm genuinely trying to consider what she would have looked like with no text box in my head. And I don't know. I guess I'm just struggling to see it. What did I get hit with? Etchings? Pick up Sigil of Brilliance? Sure. We need to be able to hit something pretty powerful here to not just die next turn. Blue, please. Actually, it didn't matter, did it? Yeah, so this is actually insane. So we get to go again here. And then we get to throw Chokeslam for 8, which is going... Like, we're going to force at least 2 cards. Because we're going to be throwing 13. And they're at 7. I'm sorry. We're going to be forcing 3 cards this turn. Yeah, we're going to be forcing 3 cards this turn. So... Like, unless they can, like, shock us at instant speed, we might just win the game here. We might actually get out of this one alive. Technically, if they have the shock kill at instant speed here, waiting was correct because I could be sitting on like an Oasis Respite or something. Oh. So I'm dead. Yeah. I don't know what they were waiting on. I hate they don't show you the chain after this kind of stuff. Oh. Yeah, there's no world where like we can get out of that there. Because they're waiting to see if like I have a respite against them or something crazy. Like they're waiting, like they waited there on the E-Strike, which is 1000% correct. And they just had the consign to Cosmos. It's unfortunate. Like, we literally had to dodge 1 turn of them having a shock, which is unfortunate. They also had to have, like, 3 instants there to be able to make that work. But to be fair, that was a close game, and that's not a good matchup for us, so I will take that. I will take a close game, even though it does feel bad to lose. So let's see. We played Acilio. We went first, and we lost. Should go second in the matchup. Denying them setup is not that important. Plus, op will take damage to... Will take damage to set up bigger hands on turn 0. All right, so I did learn a good lesson there. Definitely got like a good one right there to be able to like realize that we should be going second in this matchup. Which is originally what I had down. I think I just started thinking about it a little too much right there. Like when we sat down to play that matchup. So, but playing that game and like, you know, remembering that we should be going second is an important thing to have in the back of my head. So I'm glad that we had that. All right. Let's see. Michael. There we go. There's Michael's game. Michael, if you're in the chat, good luck and have fun, man. I was like, I know Michael plays a lot of Slippy, so this should be, oh, he's not there. It's okay. We'll send Michael a game. We will send Michael a game. He's not in the game yet. All right. Sent that game to Michael, and let's do it. We'll wait on him to join. I need riches so bad. Anyone of you just want to give me one? LOL. Hey, let's go. Prettier. That was a really fun game. It was a really good game. Yeah. It was a really good game. You played that very well at the end. I was hoping to I knew that like not bringing an AB was a risk, but I think it's a risk I have to take. Like I think that is like the world that I'm living in, is I have to play it out that way in hopes that I get lucky enough to. I think I just have to race you is like where I have to be at. All right, so this is a choke slam, crush the week, and E strike matchup if I remember correctly. I was on the defense reactions in this matchup when I had them. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. When I had the defense reactions in my deck, I was on them. Actually, let me go ahead and fill out my log here before I forget. So we're playing against Slippy. We are going second. All right. I really don't want to block with the Golden Sun if I can help it, but it's the guy with the YouTube and the headband. Hey, Harsha, I enjoyed our game earlier. You played that game very well. I got a little unlucky, but you played that game very well earlier. I enjoyed it a lot, so I appreciate the game. Yeah, that was really funny. You were like, "Is this the guy with the YouTube and the headband?" And I was like, "Yes, I am indeed the guy with the YouTube and the headband." Arc Knight Kid, what's up, dude? You were pitching to AB, you take a bunch of damage. Yeah, I think it just leads to like us having worse turns in general. I think we're just gonna block with the Golden Sun. It feels bad, but I'd like to keep the Crush the Week if I can. Try to force Michael into like some blocks on his turn. Michael's just interested in taking cards out of my deck. Man, I hate this sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, we get to bluff the Pummel here, which is cool, but I can't afford to drop like 200 pounds on a Fabled, especially when I'm still going to lose to some decks. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I hadn't opened the Fabled, like it'd be a very different story for me. But, you know, luckily, like Carly opens all, so I got pretty lucky with that. Yeah, I'm on 0 defense reactions in my list. I am on 0 defense reactions. I was playing Shelter. I am honestly thinking about going back to Shelter. I'm thinking about going back to Shelter as like a 2 of for like this matchup and like the Mario matchup instead of Oasis Respite, because it just seems like we're just getting dumpstered against Verdance. Like Verdance seems like a, I don't know, just like we should just cut our losses. As bad as it feels.
Go. You love to see it.
Yo, Harsha, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Guys, if you are here for the first time or you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. I can throw Spinal Crush off of 1 card, so I feel like I should just block 6 here. Like between, I get to throw Spinal for 10 this turn, which is insane. I mean, so Felipe makes a good point. Like Kasai is playing Riches of Tropodani and Eye of Ophidia right now. Now I will say like this is probably like a like quote unquote problem that like most people don't relate to, but I own every Fable in the game. I actually enjoy having all the Fables as like a personal collection. I never trade them, and I keep them in like those little like slab things. I want to get them all graded eventually, and like I want to get them like put up on like a little like display, and I want to hang them up in the back of the stream. But yeah, like I don't know, like I really like having all the Fables. One, because like they do get expensive, and it's cool to have them. But I also like just collecting them personally. It's a partner diff when it comes to opening packs, I fear. LOL, that's hilarious. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I would definitely like to play the Mirror if you'll be around this weekend. I think I'm going to stream a little bit this weekend. But man, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, brother. Michael said that he's thinking, so. Okay. I mean, we're able to push a little bit of damage here after blocking efficiently. I mean, so We hit with a thunk, but there is a trounce on top of the deck that's now gone. So that's going to be all 3 trounces gone. Okay. I mean, that's fine. So since Michael's going to Arsenal here, I think we're just going to go Command and Conquer for 7. Like, we could have went E-Strike for 8 and then Arsenal Command and Conquer, but it's for 7. So we're, like, forcing Michael into a decision without even having the Pummel here, which I like. We did bottom a gold main as well, yes. I mean, hitting 2 whiffs and 3 cards is unfortunate, but I will say that, like, one of the bigger concerns I had about the way the deck is set up now is that we are on 16 misses, instead of, we're on 16 misses instead of 15, which I fear will affect the numbers in some capacity. I think we can just block 6 here. Just looking to, like, block value is fine. I mean, I was like, it's probably a pump of some kind. Toxin would be the worst, but it is what it is. We take a little bit, fall to 33. Do I even want to block this? I think I'm okay just taking this here. I am on... Yes, I'm on 3 Rows in the main deck. It fits into my blue count, is why. Chokeslam feels pretty bad. We'll just go ahead and throw Crush the Weak here. I have a Fidia 2+ years ago, and I feel like I've gotten good value out of it. It's my favorite Fable. That's pretty cool that that's your favorite one. That's awesome. Oh, that I missed a message from somebody? I mean, like, so Closet Nerd, to, like, Electrum's point, I think that, like, Electrum's just trying to say that, like, I think defense reactions in small numbers are actually okay. Because, like, they pan out, like, pretty well most of the time. Like, it does hurt your clash numbers a little bit, but I mean, to be fair, like, clashing is just variance. It is, like, you building your deck in a way that is, like, calculated variance, but it's still variance, so... I mean, this is CNC Pummel, so... It does hurt Clash, I agree. My favorite is Schism of Chaos. Schism is pretty cool. I actually like Schism a lot. I hate to risk losing our own gold here. Our 1 gold to the shred or something. Like our shield to shred. I'm here over here with no fables and we cry. I mean, that's okay too, though. You know? We just took basically 5 damage to be able to throw this, so pretty telling that this is Pummel. Michael just says, F it, we ball. He's just willing to take 10 here. So we're going to be at 22. Michael's going to be at 20. Only working off of a 3-card hand, thankfully. Getting 2 pumps is interesting. You want to practice against Ira when her armory deck cards are legal? I don't think many people who weren't already going to register for Singapore will change just because of her package. Yeah, no, Nick, I'm definitely down to play some games, for sure. Like, Ira's a deck that, like, I could use some practice into. Katsu seems real now. Bond's getting banned again? I doubt it. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, Katsu seems fine, but, like, how real is real, though? I think I would like to force Michael to flick here. Oh, wait, he couldn't flick and do the whole thing? So, I mean, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, that's a very good tempo swing for Michael, but I'm okay with that because, like, we blocked out his 3-card play, and we're just going to throw Hammer back. I'm okay with taking turns off like this to, like, play the, like, Oldham game style here a little bit because, like, we're looking for better turns than Golden Sun. Golden Sun really only stands out, and I think people understand this now, but they didn't at first. The Golden Sun's, like, only real, like, problem it causes for people is when it's closing the game out at the end of the game. But like other than that, it's just damage. Katsu is real in the sense that it can in fact be built and is legally playable. I mean, yeah, the Ira reps are actually insane, but you're forced into playing the Vengeance thing, right? Like or Edge of Autumn instead of Kadachi's, which I think hurts matchups like this a lot. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, Randy. Clash is also better than Wage because Wage is mostly presented information of Clash. Oh, and Clash is hidden info? Sure. Yeah. I highly doubt that Bonds is going to get banned. Unless you're playing a purely aggressive plan, you need some ways to defend. So I think that like playing 0 defense reactions is actually fine, Electrum, right now because of the way the meta's set up. I don't know, like defense reactions probably help me. It helps me into Slippy. It helps me into Mario. It helps me into like Dashio or Syndra. Like you just have to be careful with like the balancing act. So I don't know. I'm also debating if there's a world where I want to play 1 Respite and I want to play 1 Pummel in the sideboard. This is just an oh well moment, right? I think this is just a whatever happens, happens kind of thing. Bond should have been a Mystic card, though. I mean, but like Bonds is okay though. Like it's good in Katsu, right? I don't know. The idea of it being only Mystic, I don't know about that. I think Bonds is like fine in Katsu. Like it's where it's the most fair. Codex would feel bad. It's unfortunate. Card like Command and Conquer. It's a good like 2-card hand to keep. So we get to block like this. I hate that we're giving up gauntlets on like an attack that like we don't actually want to like use it against. I don't know. Like we're not going to get any value out of the gauntlets there, which feels kind of bad, but it is what it is. All right. We need to win this clash. We've seen all the trounces already, right? Yeah. Oh, Bonds of Agony? Oh, yeah. I'd do anything to get Bonds of Agony out of here, dude. Get that shit out of here. I hate that card so much. I hate Bonds of Agony. Yeah, I'm down. Get that shit out of here. Am I going to Singapore? Yes, I am. Carly and I leave next Tuesday to go to Singapore. Sometimes Victor can get away with a little to no D-react. Since you play your own 4 blocks, sure. Like, I agree with you that, like, that's where we get, like, what we're looking for, right? Is, like, the idea that we're getting value out of, like, our Clash cards makes it okay to not play defense reactions sometimes. Like, in certain metas. Bro. Wait. What did they have on top? How many golds do we have? 1? I think this is fine, right? Yo, let's go. Closet Nerd, come say hi, man. We can hang out for sure. It'll be fun. I think I'm willing to take 5 to go to 13 just to throw 10 overpower here. I mean, it gives them a card though, right? Are we supposed to block this out? Like, this is the last Savor Bloodshed, right? I know we have the Pummel on top, but, like, I think we're just going to have to wait for another turn. Also, like, maybe we can get them to Arsenal next turn. Bonds of Agony is your most hated card in Flesh and Blood. I think a lot of people feel that way. I think a lot of people feel that way. If you tell me your 4 is actually 5 value with the gold plus an extra card, I'm gonna be blown away. I mean, I get that, you know? I think we're looking to block something more relevant than this. I don't know. Chief called. This ain't it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, taking 4 here feels bad. Maybe we're just supposed to let the infiltrate hit. I don't know. I don't know. They have snaps, which scares me, but this is why I hate not playing Tunic. And see, now, like, we're giving this up and we're going to go to 5. I did not realize. I should have looked to see that he had 1 floating. That was stupid. I mean, I guess with the card in hand, like, you never know. But, yeah, I feel like I've pissed this game away playing like a freaking idiot this game. Also, like, our Clash luck has been pretty bad. Should have made a Surge this turn, which would have been way better. And now, like, we're at 5, so we could just die to something. I don't know. I feel like I've played this matchup horribly. I'm so sick of this shit. This has happened every freaking night. God, this is so obnoxious. It's 32 blues in the deck. Like, me and Talishar are about to throw down. Like, random my ass. This does not happen this many times in a row, statistically. It doesn't matter. We're probably blocking with the whole hand anyway. But, like, if, like, Michael just passes here, it feels so bad. So we're getting a blue. How do you feel versus... Yeah, lots of jam, Dave. Lots of jam. Is Victor within Tunic? If you see them holding Arsenal plus 3 cards... Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I don't know. Like, God, maybe we just have to go back to playing Tunic super consistently. I don't know. I've played with tech plating so long at this point. Like, it almost feels like we have, like, that playing with tech plating just feels so good in this meta right now. But it's also, like, clunking up spots in my sideboard. And we were winning matchups like this with Tunic before, so... What made you play plating? Because of high... So originally I started playing it originally because I really liked Liam Hold'em's list, where it was like fitting super well with like a Nothos. But now we're on like small, like single, like solo smaller hammer. So I'm debating if we should just go back to playing Tunic in this list. I don't know. I mean, I'm streaming a lot this weekend. Carly and I are like playing golf this weekend, and then other than that, like I'm probably just like hanging out at the house. So I plan on streaming a lot this weekend. So if you guys are around, we can test Tunic this weekend. This is why I can't play versus Slippy. Assassin can just push over so many effects. Ryan Gottlieb, the way you've pushed Assassin in the past year. There's been a lot of Assassin like stuff over the last year, yeah, for sure. So how many Kiss of Deaths are there out of the deck? There's still one more, which means I can't take this. So, like, what if I block 3? And flexors. So their flick knives puts me to 1, and if they ever draw like the Kiss of Death, I'm just dead. On Sunday, I can give you all the games you want. All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna hold you up on. I'm gonna hold you to that. We gotta pitch this because if we draw blue, we can play it. I mean, Golden Sun was like 3, 4, 5, so they would have only have worked a 1 there, but I still think it's worth like getting them low, right? Yeah, well, like we could have tried to block to play around it situationally, but like now we're just super dead to it. We're also dead to any pump they play here that like we can just never play around. Okay. Sure. Oh, I needed to be marked. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong that game. I don't know what I did wrong that game. Like, just felt like I played so bad the entire game. Like, every time I made a turn, I was just doing something wrong. Just felt so bad. Everything I did that game felt wrong at every turn. And I hate when I play like that. Because the thing that frustrates me the most about games like that is I don't know what I did. I'm just sitting there going, why? Trying to figure out what happened. Like, I don't even know what to put in notes there because I don't know why I lost. And so that is like something that, like, I don't know. Like, those kinds of games are tough. All right. Well, we're going to have 2 Vigor tokens for next turn, which is interesting. I mean, sure, sometimes Slippy doesn't, but like I would like to imagine that I could have played better and we could have done something there, right? I would like to imagine we could have done something. There we go. I was like, I thought I clicked that already. All right. Take a breath. Let's pull it together. We're going to start with Pot of Greed. We're going to play some good offense here. So this is going to be put Choke Slam on the bottom, name Go Again. A lot of my games have felt that way, and I just play the lines that feel good and I lose. But your clashes were rough? I mean, yeah, our clashes were weird. And I actively made the decision that one turn to play the line of getting of like drawing into the pummel and making it work, and then I ended up not being able to do that because I didn't want to take the damage. And like also Michael did a very good job of never arsenaling that game. So honestly, I think Michael just played better than I did that game. Like I think it's that simple. Michael just played better than me and he won because of it. So maybe I need to take a break. Some people do say that. Some people say that like some people say that. They're like, yeah, like I need to like step away from the game. Like I know quite a few people who have felt that way. I mean, yeah, I don't like being marked, so we're going to block this. I actively try to avoid being marked against any of the assassins if I can help it. I'd say the plan to I'd say play the guaranteed plays. Oh, I mean, I don't ever like overblock most of the time unless it's like very obvious. There's some times that it's just so on the nose. I wonder if this is supposed to be a Crown of Providence matchup and we're just not supposed to have the extra gold. Wonder if that's the case. Tech platings felt so good into Gravy, though. Like, having the tech plating block into Gravy has felt so good. Okay, so we win with a Command and Conquer, which is pretty good for us when we put Spinal to the bottom. Do you prefer the Mario or the Slippy matchup? I mean, I think they're both favored, if I'm being honest. I think they're both slightly favored. Like, I don't think it really matters which one we're talking about. I think they're both, like, slight favors for you as Victor. Yeah, I mean, this is just a lot of value. Pitch Crush the Week, Play Crush the Week. Or I'm sorry, Debilitate. My bad. Debilitate's fine. I need to get this out of my arsenal from last turn. I don't know what's better. Like, because like sometimes like this is one of the decks that like does clash decently well into you. Like this and like Puffin are like some of the decks that do clash well into us. So I think there's like some consideration to like thinking about Crown of Providence. But like the extra gold is very good. So like right here, we would 100% have this, like have Tunic up. Also, let's go, Joko Butterball. Love that name in the middle there. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. Would love to get to know you guys. We're going to block 4 here. Extra blocking versus the aggressive Arsenal Disruption matchup. I mean, I think a lot of people would agree that like you're supposed to be on Crown of Providence in this matchup. So like maybe in this matchup we go back to playing Tunic and we play Crown of Providence and that helps. I don't know. I don't know. I think throwing Command and Conquer for 11 is fine without the Pummel at this point. Like we'll save the Pummel for something else here. It's fine with me. That is A-okay with me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we cut tech plating and we just play Crown of Providence in more matchups than we do Crown of Dominion. Makes our Goldman Estates weaker earlier in the game, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm always down to rework the deck and like walk through things. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. So the Surge doesn't matter here. We're just going to throw this like this and play the Pummel and then go into our next turn. Yep. This does provide a lot of breathing room. Tech plating versus Gravy is insane because you want to be able to use it to block like their big disruptive turns. And it gives you that extra blocking value in a matchup where you need every point. So I don't know. I'm personally a big fan of it. I've personally been a big fan of tech plating into Gravy. So like right here, we're gonna block 6. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Sure. We'll hope to get lucky. Oh, we went with a 7? Man, nice. You love to see it. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, the surges can be relevant, but most of the time, yeah, Electrum, it's just 3 block. Yeah, now that we're on the 3rd Pummel, we definitely get rewarded for. Now that we're on the 3rd Pummel, we definitely get rewarded. I think we're supposed to take this here. We get rewarded for having Tunic in the deck 100%. I think I have a plan. I'm gonna pull up the sideboard after this, and we're gonna talk about it. Am I supposed to block E-Strike, Chess Piece, and Aura Mages here? Yeah, I think we are. Was it worth putting Goldmane to the bottom when you were on 6 gold? I was trying to like keep the cards in my hand so that I could keep pressure going, but there's definitely a world where like just like losing the clash and giving up a gold and like keeping the extra mites to like chain them into each other is very worth it. I'm definitely down for Verdant's games, Goosey, for sure. I'm 1-2 right now, Annabelle. I lost last game because honestly, I think I played pretty badly. I think Michael played well, and I played like I think I played a little below average, and Michael played well last game, and he won a close one against me. But I think I could have won if I had not played like a forehead. I like this because I can pitch the Golden Sun to Flexors if I need to, but Gauntlets in a card covers most things here. And I'm actually totally okay with this as well because I get to just block 6 and throw Choke Slam. Not play. I do not say dad gun. Damn gun? Yo, are you trying to like make fun of the fact that I'm from the South and say dad gum? I mean, that is the thing that people who live in like the South part of the state say. That is the thing that people say. They say it don't be like that, but it do be like that sometimes. I'm just trolling you. Listen, dude. The Carly will tell you that like the Southern draw really comes out like around like family. I think this is fine. It's dad gum. Like the word dad and then like the word gum. Like dad gum. That's what people would say, yeah. My phone rewound the stream by 7 minutes. Yo, it does that sometimes, and I don't know why. Dim damn gum varmints. Dude, yeah. Pockets knows what's up. Wait, I mean, I say lots of things. You'll have to be a little bit more specific, Electrum. We can throw 10 or 5 into 4. 10's harder to block. Why not? We have 7 mites for next turn. Yeah, I say a lot. I say a lot of weird things. Oh, man. Yeah, Martin, it's weird. Like, I don't know what it is, but like it does that to people sometimes. Like the stream, like literally, like you'll just be like 10 minutes behind, and I don't know why or what happened. Like it happens to people all of the time. It's so bizarre to me. We might try like a complete retool here in just a minute. I have an idea. So technically, I can block 3, 4, 5, 6. and I can play around two. No, I can't play around 2/3 pumps. I can play around bonds. I can play around the Justinic. So if they have Justinic and no other pump, it goes flick me, snap, and then it's flick to put this to 6. So it's 9 total. If I block 3, 4, 5, basically count this as blocking 6. I'd have to block 2 3 blocks here. I could block 3, 6, 7, and then play around it that way, would be the math to do here. But I do, you know what? I think we're just supposed to let him take cards, actually. I could, but like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I was thinking about it and like trying to do some basic math here, but I think it's worth not blocking because depending on what they follow this up with, we might just be able to throw the rouse here. Well, I mean, technically they could whiff and hit a blue. There are 32 in our deck. Yo, Fabton, what's up, dude? Don't block Milord, send rouse. The amount of times I've heard that in my head, dude, is crazy. Like, that's real, dude. You're real for that. You're real for that, Fabton. I've heard that a lot, bro. Like, my brain does that. Yeah, that's true. Annabelle makes a good point, and she's told me this before, and I always forget somehow. Like, sometimes you are just turning on a reaction. Like, with, like, certain things. By, like, blocking, you're turning on a reaction. Oh, hitting a blue. So good there. This game has felt a lot better. I think that's because of you guys more than it is me, if I'm being honest. On God, for real, for real. I love that when like somebody else that like streams and does content comes into the chat, everybody's like, "Oh, hey!" Like I genuinely, like I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely love that. I love that there are so many people that make content in the space that are like so liked and loved, and like I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Let's greed. Let's greed. It's just a lot of fun to like, oh god, immediately punished. To just like see everybody have such a positive reaction to like Fabton being in the chat, and like I know like Flesh and Bad was here the other night and hanging out with us, so like that was cool to see as well. You bring out the best in this community, dude. I'm glad you feel that way, man, because I would like to like we have the best community in the world. Flesh and Blood is the best community in the world, and like you cannot convince me otherwise. That is a hill I am willing to die on. Flesh and Blood's community is just too great. It's just too great. Like everybody's just so nice and positive and like so like I don't know. It's just so nice to see coming from other games where like other people aren't always like super nice. Everybody's super just awesome all the time when we play Flesh and Blood. Tegan was here the other night, Electrum. Tegan was hanging out with us the other night. But yeah, we did have one half of Flesh and Bad hanging out with us the other night. Definitely the best one I've been a part of, for sure. Yeah, Frazier, for sure. Absolutely, man. Trent is so, but the rest of the folks are top tier. Yo, please, somebody clip that and send it to Trent. I'm begging you. Trent's catching strays for no reason in the chat. Oh, man. You have no idea how happy that makes me. I love that so much. I do love Flesh and Bad. Flesh and Bad's content's great. Fabton's content's great. Honestly, there's not a lot of content creators. Well, there are some content creators that... Did we just go Pummel on top? Bro. I'm not going to say that I dislike some content creators, but there are some content creators that I think have a very negative attitude. And so, like, I don't know. It scares me a little bit. Scares me is maybe not the right word. I don't know. There's just a few people that make content that like they have views that I very, very strongly disagree with in the world. So I don't know. Doesn't mean I don't know. If you know, you know. Chris knows what I'm talking about. When's the Betsy stream? I hope it's soon. Darkodius said, I heard shit was getting too positive, so I have to come ruin the vibe. Listen, Darkodius, I expect nothing less from you. I'm glad you're here to even it out. You know, balance is important. Like, we're being happy, you can come ruin it. Darkodius, I heard you might be joining a podcast soon. Is that accurate? Or was I lied to? Let's just draw 2 cards. Okay. Weird flex, but okay. Everyone in the chat sucks at Fab except for me. I am the only good player. Interesting. Interesting. There better be a Betsy Scale follow-up joke. I mean, listen, we can make, I think Betsy is, like, the one person who's okay with just being, like, weight shamed. She has no problems. I get the sense that she just doesn't care. This hand ends the game, right? Like, we just get to take this. I mean, this is Rouse into Thunderquake. Even through having 2 reds. The power of Pot of Greed is just so awesome. It is, Tom. Wait, he might be... Horse just said he might be onto something. I'm pretty bad. Oh, that's hilarious. It's not very cash money of you. It's not very cash money of you, Michael. I mean... Yeah, I guess we'll just block 5. We'll block 5, make a surge. And throw Spinal Crush. Because Spinal Crush forces 3 cards no matter what. As opposed to them having a D-React and this being for 7 could only force 1 card. So... I guess if we said no blocks there, we pitch a blue. Oh, yeah, I guess we could have went that. Yeah, that would have been pretty good. That would have been good, Yoshi. We should have done that. Hey, what's up, Brick? We could have roused into Spinal, too, because we had 4. Man, we had a lot of better plays there than I took. Maybe Darkodius is onto something. Because I'm bad, Felipe. That's why. Honestly, there was no reason for me to be protecting it there. My brain was just saying, protect your arsenal, because, like, that's what my brain does. But I shouldn't have. I'm never wrong. Yo, bold. Bold. If I don't draw blue, I have 2 floating. I have 3 floating in this, so I'm fine. So we're fine. Yo, Brick's dope, dude. I love Brick. I mean, yeah. It wasn't... It's funny because it's, like, not even a tempo decider, right? Like, it just, like, outright wins the game. There. Like, if we play that into, like, Spinal, it just outright wins the game there, right? The 3rd Pummel hit the Pentagon. Right now, the only thing the 3rd Pummel's hitting is me not having Tunic in my deck. Let's go ahead and log this game. We did win. Got off to a good start. Clashes weren't awkward. And I played with a clear head. Clashes were awkward, but I honestly think I played bad most of the game. Re-watch to find better lines. So I'm making notes on the Slippy game that we played before that. Because, like, genuinely, like, I think I just played really poorly that first Slippy game we played. Also, we're going to do something we don't do very often on stream. I like the third Pummel. I'm skeptical of how well it fits into the deck consistently without having how well it fits into the deck consistently without having, like, with the 16th losing Clash card. I don't know. I think Slippy's going to be, like, probably a very, very represented deck in Singapore. What is your reflection of this game from the prior game? This game from the prior game is that Clashes felt better. I was more locked in, I think. And to be honest, I just drew better. Like, I just had a better start to that game, and we were able to keep Michael on the back foot for longer that game. Like, it was a very favored game. Slippy's by far the best deck right now. I mean, yeah. So I think I want to have a list that has plating and Tunic in it. I don't know. I can't decide. So, like, the third Pummel is better into Verdance, in my opinion. I think the third Pummel helps a lot into Verdance because you need more, like, raw aggression. How does the Slippy versus Syndra match go? I mean, Slippy's pretty much doing everything Syndra does. It's just better, right? Like, it's just disruptive and it's just better, I think. So I think Slippy's favored. Wait, what did Chris say? It's a really weird way to spell gravy. I think on the second game I drew worse hands comparing to last game. I agree, Michael. I feel like I drew hotter and you drew worse that game. So the 32 blues has felt okay. I think 32 is where we want to be right now. I'm currently debating how we should approach having Tunic in the deck. Like, do we want plating and Tunic? Do we want just Tunic in the deck? And, like, I'm also trying to decide, do I want to play Crown of Providence more than I have been? Because having a good early Goldmane estate is very powerful, but can also be really weird. Might have to learn Slippy so I can play into them better. Oh, Slippy is very, very good, yeah. Do you play Mask of Perdition into Syndra, Michael? All right. Let's use the old edit button here. This isn't something we do very often. Most of the time I like to work on my deck like when I'm not distracted. I think it gives me a clearer head. But if I'm being honest, I'm so all over the place with the cards that I'm playing for this tournament that I think you all probably have a clearer mindset than I do right now because of how, like, I mean, guys, I'm going to, like, talk about this for a second. I am not exaggerating. I have been sitting in bed every single night, scrolling through cards that are available to play, seeing if something jumps out at me. And, like, that is not an exaggeration. It has been literally every night. Like, Tuesday night, I recorded Breakpoints with Taylor and Sam and Majin Bay. And we finished at, like, midnight. And when I got done, I went into mine and Carly's bedroom, brushed my teeth, and as I laid there, I pulled up my phone and started looking at my deck list. Like, this has been every night. Like, nothing just feels to fix everything. And I'm, like, my brain is really struggling with that for some reason. So anyway, there's some insight into, like, me and, like, what's going on with, like, what I'm trying to do. So this card does not save us. This card does not save us against, like, Verdance. It's not good enough to win you that matchup. With that in mind, there is a world where I am considering the third Tunic. I'm considering playing, or I'm sorry, we're going to play the third Pummel. I want to add Tunic back into the deck, and I want to play no Rune Hood. I don't want to play it this way to try and fatigue them. I want to play it this way to try and let myself present some of their bigger spells. Compliance is not good into Verdance because they don't stack it on an action card. Well, I was playing Oasis Respite originally to help into like Verdance, and it just did okay into Kano as well, which was like fine. There was also a weird world where I was playing AB3 Tunic Anothos into Verdance, and I was playing I was using Tunic and all 3 Oasis Respites as defense reactions into Slippy, which was fine. It was okay. I've actually really enjoyed playing Small Hammer into Gravy. I just don't know if it works for Verdance. I really don't know. Like, Kano and Cilia will be less represented, and I think we just try to focus on the matchups that aren't Wizard. That's also been kind of my thought process, is that I think it is honestly so bad that, like, what I'm debating doing is I'm debating just having a game plan that is, like, good into the, like, other matchups. That I'm thinking, okay, like, I'm just going to say, oh, well, into Verdance. And just take my licks. Like, if I play a Kano or if I play a Verdance, it's just going to feel bad, I think is what's happening. I am 1 and like 11 into Verdance with different strategies over the last like 4 days. When I was playing, okay, so Annabelle and I did some testing last weekend playing Verdance, and I was playing AB3. I was playing AB3, Anothos, and Tunic, and 3 Oasis Respites in my deck. And I went 4 and 4 into Annabelle. And I have to give up a lot of points into Gravy to be able to do that. So I am seriously concerned that, like, I'm going to give up points into Gravy, which I think is going to be a higher represented deck at Singapore than Verdance will. Shore it up and iron it down. There's too many heroes in the meta, so to say I'm playing a deck that kills everyone, yeah, bracketology matters. Like, this is like, and I feel like I've said this multiple times, but this feels like the event that has the most gym luck I've ran into yet. Like, has the most, like, gym pairing lottery luck that I've been hoping for this whole time. I would also like to acknowledge you've dropped an amount of poppers, so your Prism matchup is possibly worse. Those games seem to be decided by Prism sees loop or not. I mean, I'm on what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 33, 36, 39, 42 poppers. I'm on 42 poppers and a Midas Touch. Like, I think Prism's okay. I'm playing a one of Midas Touch to try and stop them from looping me is the idea behind it. Yeah, Midas is there to break the loop. So I feel like it's felt like a trap in the past against Kano, but I think against Verdance it feels even worse. So I'm thinking that what we're going to do is, like, I'm going to just put these back in the maybe board. And then I think from here, like, I have to decide. Do I want a third blow for a blow? Like, is third blow for a blow just better than, like, anything else we could be doing? And, like, into Verdance, we just, like, try and play, like, hyper aggro, I guess. 42 is clearly not enough. Have you tried Cadaverous Contraband to cycle cast homes? They are very good, but I mean, the decks are just so defensive, it doesn't matter, right? I've been running 3 blow for blow, and it's felt great. Yeah, Gravy's probably going to be the... Gravy, Syndra, and Slippy are going to be the 3 most represented decks. at Singapore. And I think I have slightly favored matchups into 2 and slightly unfavored matchup into 1, but I'm teching for it. So, like, I mean, we could just play the third blow for a blow, I guess. Could be good as, like, a way to, like, have tech. We could put, like, a 1. Like, these are all, like, my sideboard cards I've been considering. I'm also debating cutting Wallop and playing Clash of Might. Has been an interesting choice. I mean, I think it's pretty close to 50 now. Personally, take out 1 Pummel and add 2 performance bonus. So here's my problem, Pockets, is like I want to play 51 card main deck because I really like being able to evenly side cards in and out. Like, it's just the way my brain works, and I like to be able to do things. So I don't know how I feel about, like, changing that now. I don't know. I have been debating playing 2 Clash of Mights in this spot. Clash of Might is potentially better into Verdance. It could be better into Gravy. It has, like, a lot of play. Cinder matchup is actively not fun or good to play into Victor, in my opinion. I mean, I think we're like 60% into Syndra. I feel like Syndra into the best players in this game is asking to get punished before Syndra wins, though. Wait, I'm not understanding what you're saying, Randy. I'm sorry. Is doing their fantasy PT competition. So far in my mind, I want to see you, Majin, and Pablo top 8. Electrum. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I hope to be playing on Sunday this time around. Last time I left the country to play cards, I was 1 win away from being able to play on Sunday, and we're hoping to recreate that. The value warrior decks, and so, like, when I say the value warriors, I mean, like, Kasai and, like, Hatchet Story are very good into Ninja. Yo, Sandeep! Aggro blazing it. Let's go, dude. I feel like I missed that. Yo, Sandeep, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube, man. I really appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I think Syndra is a bad pick, but somehow will probably still win. I think Syndra is a terrible pick for Singapore. I have actively said that multiple times. I think she is a horrible pick for Singapore. But yeah, like, it's not going to stop people from playing the deck. I agree with that. I still hate the way you sideboard. Why take stuff out every time? I mean, so, like, I'm playing cards that, like, theoretically I play in every matchup. The only card in the main deck that ever comes out is Trounce. So, like, and honestly, the only reason it's not in the sideboard is because I would have to fix my subs list. I would have to update the whole thing, and I hate doing that. I think Kasai is the best deck not being talked about. Kasai could very easily win the PT, in my opinion. 100%. I want to see Olympia win. Yo. You want a clean main board 3 Wallop? Is clean and matters? I mean, so, like, we have a clean main board, though, right? Because it's all about having 51 cards in the main deck. Like, that's the objective. And I guess, like, for Annabelle's sake, we could play 48 if we wanted to. It doesn't really matter. Like, maybe so Annabelle doesn't, like, want to, like, you know, jump off a bridge. If Pintor is playing a deck competitively, there's no way the deck is bad. Agree. Are you just not playing Kasai because having fun is still important? So partially, yes, Chris. I wasn't really enjoying Kasai, in all honesty. But the second part of that coin is that I felt like, considering I had never played Warrior before, there were too many things to figure out about the deck in 3 weeks and which style I wanted to play before I could actually make it work. So I just decided to play something I know. How's your Vincent matchup spread? I mean, we can lose to Vincent. Like, Vincent's a tough matchup, like, if they know what they're doing, but if they don't, we fatigue them. I need one other player to draft. Anyone got thoughts on who's set up well into Singapore. Honestly, I would take it's not Pudding Tam. No disrespect to Pudding Tam, but I cannot remember the other person on the blue pitch's name. They finished 9th in London. Xing Sang? I really hope I said that wrong. If Blue Pitch, if you're watching this and I said your name wrong, I apologize. I think Xing Sang is how you say their name. So I think it's how you say it. Xing Sang, thank you. Dude, me and Fabden had a stream one night together where like he thrashed me all night. I have Smurf to win it all. I could see Kevin, dude. After his top 8 performance and he won a Battle Hardened, Kevin's on a tear. Kevin's been doing really well. I mean, this is the easiest sideboard inclusion, right? Like, we just make it clean this way. With aggro getting another Heartbreak to Prism. If I come in second, Randy, I think I'll be okay with that. I will be devastated, but I think I'll be okay with that. So, like, we're good into the Rune Blades of the format. We're bad into the Wizards. Yeah, right now, pretty much. When will it be my time to do well? I mean, Chris, dude, like, you want to start practicing together, man? It'll probably have to be after Singapore, but, like, leading up to Worlds, if you want to, like, practice together, man, I'm down. Fang Gang? I'm down for a Fang game after this. All right, let's put this in the sideboard so that Annabelle doesn't have a stroke. So now we're technically... These are the 48 cards we never take out for any reason ever, I'm pretty sure. Except for Pummel, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, dude, let's test for Worlds together. I'm in, dude. Me and you and Trent, man. We'll, like, start a Discord and, like, we'll start, like, a little server and do it. But yeah, Pockets, I'm definitely down for one after this. Let's finish working through the deck here first. Like, is Blow for a Blow the correct option to sideboard in? Like, is that just our best other option? Or do I play AB3 and, like, at least force Verdance to, like, have, like, to be playing the potions versus me? Give myself a chance, maybe? Is, like, a way of thinking about it? Yeah, they finished... Yeah, Xing Sang finished 9th. They finished 9th. Electrum. I thought I said that. I might not have. Or maybe there's a world we want to Nothos in the sideboard. Maybe we want 2 Blow for Blows if we want to Nothos. And, like, we want... Like, what do we play a Nothos into? Guardian? That would be it. Like, right? That would be it. No, dude, you're good. I might have missaid it, dude. I misspeak all the time. I don't think we want to try to save ourselves into Verdance. I mean, honestly, Jesnik, I'm kind of just thinking that, like, we're just going to have to, like, say Verdance is lost. And that's just is what it is. You want some mech reps? If anyone in the group needs any, mostly Dio Puffin. I appreciate it, Dodge. I appreciate it. Blow for a Blow makes the Gravy matchup just a little bit better. We could play 2 Blow for a Blow and 1 performance bonus as, like, some sauce. I can't decide if I want this in the deck or not. Like, if I want this over Wallop or not. Like, I really like this card, and I think it gives us, like, potential. Are we scared of Marlin? Okay, then. Anyway. I do not like Anothos in the Gravy. I think Small Hammer's better, actually. What's the plan into weird decks like Decimator? Honestly, if you want the truth, my plan into decks like Decimator is that I've played a bajillion games of Victor, and I know how to play the long game pretty well. Which I know is just, like, super arrogant thing to say, but, like, that's, like, the plan currently. All right, we'll do the whole thing for Annabelle, I guess, because these are cards that I basically never cut into anything. These are cards I never cut. So we're going to try it like this and see what happens. Admittedly, looking at my sideboard, having like 55,000 cards in it, it's very odd. Marlon could be a sleeper pick. I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for it. I hope I'm wrong. I would like to see Marlon do well. Yeah, I don't know. The only other thing I could consider is that, like, maybe we go down to, like, AB1. I mean, I guess AB2, like, gives us, like, an opportunity or something. We could go down to, like, AB2. We could go down to, like, AB1 and, like, still play 2 blow for blows, and then we could play, like, 2 shelters or something. Let's try it like this. All right. I never do this, so you guys are just going to have to promise me you're not going to take advantage of this. I mean, I don't know how you would, I guess, but... We are going to update the sub deck list, so all at one time. Okay. Into Azalea. I don't think I want to be on Pummels. I think we're just looking for the value game plan. Actually, we're on Crown of Providence. Let's play Tunic, and let's... No wonder. No wonder. I gotta change the deck first, guys. All right, so we put this in our inventory. We have 45 cards in the main deck now. We're going to add this to the maybe slot. We're going to put this in our inventory, and we're going to add this back into the deck. And now we should have 80, right? Where do you have to subscribe to get access to this? So, Joey, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, either one, all you have to do is link your Discord to that platform, and it opens up a special section of the Discord for you. And then you have access to all of my deck lists that have the complete matchup guide with them. And it's like every hero I play. Like, and I keep them up to date every time I'm working on them, so... Alright, so we've now fixed the deck. Let's play Tunic in this matchup. And I think we'll play Pummels. I'm down to be on Trounce in this matchup. I think we're supposed to be, actually. And then we can try it like this. Is there a world we're supposed to be on 33rd blue, 2 blow for blows, and sideboard Pummel? You know what? Actually, I like that better. Hang on. I think I like that better, right? Are we going to play Pummels into everything? Like, we're probably going to play 2 Pummels into everything, right? No, we have it right now the way we have it set up. I think we have it set up right now. Like, there's probably some matchups where we're just playing 2. Sorry, guys. I know this is, like, way more sporadic than normal for, like, when I know that, like, normally when I'm streaming, it's much more together. But, like, honestly, you guys are just kind of getting to see, like, the, like, crazy side of things right now. How are we going to get to 33rd blue in the deck? Go down to 2 blow for blows? And then what? We bring in 2 Pummels in most matchups? Is that a thought? Are we supposed to do that at all? Are we supposed to just be on 33 blues? I mean, the 33rd blue could be really good, right? We're here for the crazy. Thanks, Babson. Yo, let's go. Martin with 9 months of Prime support. Martin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love and support. It means a lot, brother. Thank you. I had no idea you should mention this more, I think. Oh, okay. So I always feel weird. And like I always feel super awkward because I feel like I'm trying to sell you something. And I don't want you guys to feel like I'm pushing things on you. Like, if you come to hang out and you want to put money into the channel, I love that. And like I forever grateful for that. But if you're just here and hanging out, like, you don't have to spend money on the channel. Like, I'm more than happy that you guys are just here and chilling with me. So like I always feel like I'm trying to sell you something, which always feels really weird to me. I don't know. But yeah, I can talk about it more. That is no problem. Okay. I think we're going to play 33 blues. I think we're going to try the... We're going to try the extra blue, and we're going to stay on 2 blow for a blow. Because the other night, playing 2 blow for a blow felt fine to me. Okay. Into Azalea. We're going to play 2. And we're going to play tech plating because there's a crazy amount of consistency there. We don't have the weakest links in, which is fine. We want to go second in this matchup. Gotta go get ready for the stream a little bit myself. Yo, let's go. Fabton, dude. Hope your stream goes well. Guys, if you all have not checked out Fabton yet, you should. Fabton's a great content creator. He does a lot of really good stuff. Like Fabton a lot. Does a lot of really good Vinsec content. He also makes like really cool like puzzles and stuff, which I think are a lot of fun. I think this is another matchup we're fine to just play 2 Pummels in. And try to like add to the consistency against Bravo. I don't even know why I have Bravo in here as a matchup. I think we're going to start playing Crown of Providence in more matchups. I think we're going to start playing more Crown of Providence. I'm starting to like get the sense that like Crown of Providence would do a lot of good in a lot of these matchups. In Dio. Okay, so we actually need to cut something here. Do we go down 1 E-Strike? So we can play... We can play... Choke Slams are good against Dio for, like, Tech-Low Pounder turns, I guess. Is Choke Slam worse? I would rather have a 2-card 7, I think, than this, maybe. What are cards that gain them power? Penetration Script, which is not played often. Tech-Low Pounder. Yeah. I think I would rather have that for the fixing the all-red hands. We want to go first into Dio. That I do know for sure. Bravo is always lurking and waiting. Can we all just appreciate Zach not ever wanting to gatekeep his deck picks and thoughts on things? Chris, I appreciate that, man. I am honestly a firm believer that, like, I just, like, I don't know, like, there's not enough people in the world who talk about what they're doing and playing. And I like to talk about those things out loud and actively. Okay, Dorinthia is a Trounce matchup for sure. This is a 2 Pummels kind of matchup, I think. Yeah. We're about to see how much we get hurt by not playing the headpiece. This is also another Crown of Providence matchup. This is a 2 Pummel and Trounce matchup. The good news is that we're going back to like a balanced number of cards. Like we're going back to like the 15 number of like cards that miss. And when I say 15, I am counting Rouse the Ancients because like I really do not count Rouse the Ancients as a hit, although I think like sometimes it does win in certain situations, which is weird to think about. God, why do I have so many matchups in here? This one could oddly... Probably not, right? God, am I going to play Crown of Dominion into anything? There's going to be a couple matchups, right? But not a lot, right? Am I going to be at the Armory tomorrow? Yes, I will be at the Armory tomorrow night. I'm going to pick up Ira and probably play her there tomorrow. Yo, let's go, dude. That's awesome. I want to be the same way with my future content. It was nice to come to Fab and finding a content creator like that existed. I mean, yeah, so like there's so many just teams in Flesh and Blood that are like hiding their like stuff and like all of their things. And so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of stuff like that. Is this not a Trounce matchup maybe? No, we're supposed to be on Trounce. Actually, you know what? I think this is a Crown of Dominion matchup. I think here we specifically want Crown of Dominion so that it works on our early Goldman Estates, and all these other matchups are like aggro decks. I like this setup into all of these heroes. So currently no Trounces, which I think is correct. All the other cards we're playing line up pretty well. Do we just play like 1 Pummel here? No, playing 2 Pummels is fine. I think we can play 1 Test of Strength. Like, only playing 1 is fine. I think that's okay. It felt okay the other night when we played into this. And we have to go first into Gravy, unfortunately. Ira's going to be a deck we're going to probably talk about. I think Ira... I'm kind of expecting Ira to be like the talk of the town. Like people are going to be like, "Oh, I played Ira because of this," or people are going to be like, "Oh, I thought about playing Ira." And I've actually had a few people reach out to me. They have specifically asked me to not share their list, so I'm not going to share their list publicly. But I have had people reach out to me and like tell me they're like, "Hey, you should look at playing this for Singapore," talking about Ira. So I don't know, like this is Tunic, right? Like this has to be a Tunic matchup. And then we're currently on 61. The weakest link is like fine, I guess, because we could hit a pop, but probably not. The Katsu Armory deck, LOL. Vicky, where can I sign up for Team Agroblaze and receive a headband? Okay, so I know I've talked about this in the past. So I think one of the things I'm gonna do, I haven't got a chance to like really talk about this yet, but so Rob from Second Cycle, I had him create these tokens for me, and I'm currently trying to get them printed. And I know this isn't like a headband specifically, Electrum, but what I'm going to do is everybody that's a YouTube member, everybody that's a Twitch sub, I'm going to send you a copy of each of them in custom Agroblaze sleeves. I have to get them printed right now, and like getting these cards printed is wildly expensive. But I'm trying to work on getting them printed so that I can send like copies of them all out to you, because like right now what I'm thinking is I want to I have hang on. Let me look and see what all they are really quick. Not to like spoiler too much here, but let's see. There's a Frostbite token, a gold token, a golden cog, a gold kiss rum, a marked, and a silver token that are all like Agroblaze based. And then on the back, it's gonna have like my logo and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, like everybody who's a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, I'm going to like get them to. Whether that means like you're here or I see you at an event somewhere, like I would give them to you, and I'm gonna buy like custom Agroblaze sleeves to put them in because I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. I thought it would be pretty cool to do something like that. No, I do not have to send them. I would just bring them to you at the armory, Justin. Like on one hand, I get the team sense because if the whole team is on the same deck, being public makes it easier. Sure. Yeah. No, I get it. Like the odds of gym pairings, yeah. Like and so like that's one of those things that like I've talked with people in the past about this when I'm like, oh, we got our hydrate for Rose. A hydrate for Rose. Jeez. But yeah, like it's one of those things that like when teams keep their deck a secret, like I get it, but like I spent the entire like very rarely do you play people you test with at big events, like unless it's like deep in a smaller tournament. But I did I helped somebody like test for Kano at a battle hardened, and I played them round one, and it was very unfortunate because I knew everything they were doing. I think this is a Crown of Dominion matchup, and I think we're supposed to be on 2 pummels. I think this is a 2 pummel matchup, and I think we're going to be on Crown of Dominion here because that extra gold could be really good. Because one of the keys to beating Kasai is you need to seriously need to be stocked up on gold with your gold mana states here. I want one for my wallet. Well, Drew, you're a member. You'll get one, bro. Drew said you should look into kissing the homies. What are you trying to start, Drew? You trying to bring the group chat out here now? You trying to bring the group chat out here, dude? Mario, I think is I think we have to be on. I think we're on 2 pummels. And we're definitely on trounces. Marlin. Well, we did talk about this earlier, so maybe we need more sauce in the Marlin. I keep a gold token in my wallet that one of my fab friends gave me. That's kind of cool. How do you feel about the Puffin matchup? I mean, it's actually very, very tight, in my opinion. I think it's a very, very close matchup. I think Puffin's very close because like they clash very well against us, and that makes it tricky at times. Acilio. Do we want Crown of? I mean, this is just a straight race, so we probably just got to be on Crown of Dominion, right? Actually, are we supposed to play like Tunic, Crown of Providence? Because, and all the pummels? So we're definitely doing this. Do I come off of one E-Strike here to play the third pummel, play Tunic? I think so, right? Because, like, we want to be able to, like, hit them with the gas here. I don't know. We can come back to this later, but let me know what you all think about the Acilio plan there. Prism, we're playing the arm piece. I do play blow for a blow, ironically, in this matchup. We're on 61 right now. We'll just cut this. We'll just cut the test of strength. It's like the worst. It's a card I jammed in because we had less slots. We do have the Midas touch in here. We do have to go first in this matchup so that they can't just like put two things into play on turn 0 and we're just like, ugh, Sag. I don't remember there being that much arsenal disruption, and I think we need the gold for awkward clashes. I don't know. So I really like Crown of Providence into Acilio because I use Crown of Providence to fix the first red hand if it happens. Okay. Have been enjoying watching the Breakpoints pod. Great show. Yo, Major Danger, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. This has been a lot of fun to put on. I've really enjoyed doing the podcast. It's been a lot of fun. It's been really cool. Getting to hang out with Taylor and Sam every week is really cool. I think we can be on 2 here. And like we have trounces on the side, which is what I would do. Yeah. Like this is one you want all the armor against, so I'm okay with this. Rhinar Riptide. Riptide could... Nah, we need to block, right? Like we want to be able to block here, so we're going to go trounces. And we're going to go 2 pummels. Yeah, I think we're on Crown of Dominion here for the extra gold. They do clash like somewhat reasonably well, so we have to be a little skeptical of that. Put this in, put Crown of Providence in, cut a pummel. I really like the way the deck like feels right now. Like looking at like the changes that we've made, I really like the way that it's looking right now and how clean the sideboard is coming together. I think that 33 blues is just correct right now. This is probably just going to be the one matchup we're just gonna have to like try and fade. Like I think this is the matchup we just have to try and fade. I think we're gonna play 2 test of strengths in this matchup. I ironically actually think we want to be on Auramegus and Tech Plating here. If you run into Riptide at Pro Tour Singapore, chances are they'll be on Wet Liner, Red Line, the whatever the new bow is, aggro. Not that familiar with the really deep ins and outs of Acilio though. From Acilio POV, seeing you have the extra gold from the start makes your cast homes much more scary to me. Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I think just dodge Verdance is honestly going to be the play. Like, we're just going to go first, try to deny them value by going first, and then we're just going to... Oh, we're playing the third pummel, actually. I'll lie. We need to be on Tunic for value. For reasons unknown, and by reasons unknown, I mean very, very well-known reasons. All right, last 2 matchups are Victor, which we have an extra card in, which, like, we'll just cut the pummel. This is fine. I like the way that this sideboard's set up. Yeah, I don't ever want trounces in this matchup. Playing trounce in the Guardian Mirror is just wildly crazy to me. This is a Crown of Providence matchup, I think. They clash very well against us, but I think we're just going to have to get lucky. Two Crush the Week seems fine. I don't know. They don't always attack us, so like it is awkward. Salsa, I feel a lot better into Gravy. We won all 3 games we played against Gravy on Tuesday. I'm definitely not saying that like it's like a lock or anything, but it does feel a lot better. Okay. Now that we have updated the deck, Let's get some games in. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 20 after 9. We got 2 quick ones, 1 slow one. We'll kind of see what comes together here. I'm not upset with whatever happens. Guys, I appreciate y'all helping me work through the deck tonight and like walking through it. It really means a lot that like you guys are willing to like jump in and like, help me talk through decisions and like work through the deck and stuff like that. It really means a lot. I do appreciate it a bunch. Yeah, it was a really good stream on Tuesday. How many Verdants are really even going to be there? I'm worried a lot. I'm hoping Syndra will keep them out of the meta. Felipe, if you want to play, I'm down to play against Kasai. It's not something I have a lot of practice into. Like, I would be down to play a game into Kasai if you wanted to, for sure. You have the Kano into Prism experience. Just dodge that matchup. Yeah. I like that a lot, actually. I think Gravy is, like, very, very slightly Gravy favored. I would say Gravy's, like, 55. 55-45 for us. I mean, I'm down for any games, honestly. I know Pocket said something about playing. Actually, I take that back. I told Pockets we would play. Pockets, you still hanging out, buddy? Slipsy seems like it would be the most popular deck, and nothing I like beats them. Pockets is here. Let's do it. Oh, I was in a private game. I'm just going to do regular CC so we don't have to, like, request undo Pockets a bunch of times. Let me find you. Pockets. All right, I just sent it to you, brother, so you'll have it. All right, let's go. We'll get a game into Fang. This should be a good one. I think this is an interesting matchup. All right. Good luck and have fun. Let's take a look at my sideboard and what we just changed for Fang. This is a cop matchup, which makes a lot of sense. We are on Trounce. We're on 2 Pummels. We're on Chokeslam, E-Strike, and the weakest link, I think, because technically there are cards in Pocket's deck that we can get. So I kind of like having that in there. And then we'll run it like this. I'm curious to see how the extra block fills this game. I think this matchup is very, very close. You should type looking for Pockets in a public game. Bro, we would be there all day. We would be there all day. Do we want to force cards, or do we just want to pass and like try to like hopefully Pocket stumbles a little bit? I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've played Victor, and like we've had the full armor suite like this, and I really like this. I feel like this plays really well into how I like to play the game. We get pretty lucky with our first clash there. Not hitting any misses feels really good. I think we're going to pummel one of the choke slams is going to be the plan here. Pitching the Hunson to attack. I'm going to say no blocks on this first one here. I don't know why he's on Kabuto in this matchup. It's probably either a misclick, or it has something to do with... I'm assuming it's either a misclick or it has something to do with like the way his deck is set up. The Vigor token, not really doing a lot here for us because we were going to make a surge and do this anyway. Oh yeah, his opening hand was like abysmal. I agree. Like that opening hand was really bad. And like us having an early game pummel here is really good. Pushing a lot of damage, really trying to like take Pockets off tempo here by getting a card out of his hand is solid. Love to see a Blade Flurry. Just getting like the Warrior value card out of the way now is great. Okay. I mean, technically we could block one card. Like, what are we getting got by here is my question. I'm almost thinking that, like, we block with chess piece here to, like, play around something. Okay. Fang is dead? I don't know about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, those were two pretty bad hands in a row, but... And we just get to throw 13 here, which feels pretty good, up 7. Well, I was thinking, like, the card that marks at instant speed, like the blue one you discard. Or no, is that an assassin card that I'm thinking of? That's an assassin card, isn't it? Pocket's trying to utilize the Kabuto here to try and stop my Titan's Fist. Carly's walking through the house whistling right now. I don't know what she's doing. Carly doesn't really walk through the house and whistle, so... Yeah, tip off. I was not thinking of tip off, but that would have been a good one. Reaper's Call is assassin. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Reaper's Call, like the blue 3-block, like 1 power attack is what I was thinking of. But what do we choose? Mark. I mean, I'm pretty content with just like giving this up here if it avoids me getting marked this turn. Also, like, it forces Pocket's hand here. Yeah, see, I love this. I love this. I absolutely love this. Because we force Pockets to play another pump there instead of here. Can we just block here to play around something and then we can flexors? I don't want to give Pockets the fealty. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. We're not going to go for the pummel play here. I am such an idiot. I don't know what I was doing right there. Yo, Being, what's up, dude? We can just throw Hammer, and then we're probably not going to be able to deny Pockets value this turn cycle, but we'll look for like a pummel play here where we can make something happen. Hopefully we like rip into another Clash card here, like get us some real value. Save Long Whisker Loyalty for the second one. I think that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. You figure out Gravy yet? I mean, figure out is like, you know, probably a stretch, but I feel more more confident in the matchup. We won all 3 games we played into the deck on we won all 3 games we played into the deck on Tuesday. So I do feel better about that. Yeah. Well, there's nothing really to pummel here. This has definitely been a pretty good game for us. Like, this has started pretty well. Pocket's had 2 really, really unplayable hands to start the game here. Like, hands 1 and 2 were really, really bad. Like, he had to pitch 2 reds to be able to play something, and then... Like, I'm kind of thinking we're just going to jam 3 cards in front of this. Or 2 cards in front of this, I mean. But I'm worried there's like go again into another attack is what it feels like here. I don't know. Okay, so I should have just damned both cards in front of this. Yeah. My goal tomorrow is to break the gravy win streak. Let's go. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I would like to play some games, like some like tough ones and stuff like that. All right. Our hand's not really doing a lot, so we're just going to make a surge and we're going to swing the hammer here. Pockets is definitely like playing patiently and getting back into this game here. Yo, make sure they're all signed up, Derek. Make sure they're all signed up, brother. I just don't want anybody to miss it because they didn't like register in time or something like that. But man, that's awesome, dude. I love that. When is Singapore? Singapore is next weekend. So like not like tomorrow's weekend, like starting weekend, but like next weekend. Carly and I leave on Tuesday. They're calling in today this week. Yo, let's go, dude. Oh, I agree. This game's 100% not won yet. 110%. Although this turn looks like it could help it quite a bit. Okay. I mean, we're going to try not to block with cards from hand this turn if we can help it. Going up to Dallas for AEW. Oh, dude, that's cool, Death. That'll be fun. I mean, wait, you're bummed about the big tourney. Why? Oh, man, that sucks, dude. I hate that. Get glinted again. Death's so excited about this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, family obligations are definitely always important, so you should do that. But I get it. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. No, I know, right? I know. I was just talking about not wanting to block, and then like Pockets was like, "But what if I did this really cool thing where you had to block?" And I was like, "It's not very cash money of you." And he was like, "Your mom. How about that?" We'll just block 4 here. Okay. I mean, I think this turn and the next turn could be a turn that sets us up in a very powerful way. So we can actually still play the Pummel here is the cool part. Glint the Quicksilver is one of my favorite cards in the whole game. It is really cool. It is really cool. That's why I'm not going to be in the state. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I hate that. I mean, we're pretty much telegraphing the Pummel here with the way like this is set up, but it just doesn't matter. Oh, Pockets didn't have it. Yo, I will take that. That's a massive W. Massive W. I just into shock for 21. I'm riding so high. Oh, Derek, I meant to tell you. I don't know if Nick told you, but I got your all's cards today. By the way, I'm going to shame Nick for this later, but thank you for putting your cards in like packages with the artist names on them, dude. You're a real one for that, bro. Because I'm already going to be doing 1,000 things while I'm there, so thank you for that. I really appreciate that, man. I think we're just gonna go 8 go again into 7. I got eliminated Nats by 72 damage a Cilio turn. Wait, are you serious, Dodge? I'm sorry. It almost sounded like you said shock for 31. Jesus Christ, bro. That's wild. Dude, yeah, man, I'm happy to help out, dude. Like, there's a couple more people that are sending me cards to get, like, stuff signed while I'm in Singapore. And, like, honestly, I'm super happy to. Just because, like, it's not like, you know, it's not like this, like, burden of a task. Like, I'm just gonna get cards signed for you guys. Like, so yeah, man, I'm happy to do it, dude. Happy to help. Yeah, I was just hands up, and it was the first turn after his turn 0. So, like, he went turn 0, and then you took a turn, and then you got hit by a shock for 31, and it was like 70 points. Acilio's stupid. Ban Acilio! I'm sure Yudo just like rolled over in his sleep hearing me say that. Twice at Battle Hardened Houston? That feels bad, Death. Shock for 31. I mean, I gotta tell you, that's a sentence of all time. That is a sentence of all time. Another defense reaction here. Okay. So you're gonna go to 1 and make a vigor? Sure. Golden Sun could potentially close the game out for us. We're going to try and let it close the game out for us. 1 Ocillion damage. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and block here. Probably like another thing here. I don't know. Could be a good thing to Arsenal. Pockets is probably just content with me taking 3 and going to 10. And the interesting part is, like, I know that, like, this is reactions to the deck, so, like, the Golden Sun probably doesn't win us the game. But there's still a possibility that it does, right? Like, this is possible. I did the same thing, my group for Taipei. It's such a nice thing to do, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Yeah, no, 100%, Rose. I completely agree. I completely agree. Like, getting cards signed is no problem. And honestly, I have a few cards I'm probably going to get signed while I'm there. I really like Frederico Muzzini, I think is how you say their name. I really like them a lot, so I'm probably going to get them to sign some cards while I'm there. Not like, you know, some of the crazy numbers that I have been sent so far, but, you know, a few. So I'm still fairly new to Fab, and it's been a bit daunting learning all the heroes and cards I need to play again. So, Sandeep, I completely understand that. What I would tell you to do, the best way that, like, to get into Flesh and Blood, in my opinion, is to pick an armory deck that's legal. So, like, the Ira armory deck is released tomorrow. I have a buddy who played Flesh and Blood when the game came out years ago, but is getting back into Flesh and Blood and is, like, trying to, like, get, like, back into the game. So he bought the Gravy Bones armory deck and the Ira armory deck, and he's been slowly upgrading both of them. And he's gonna, like, be playing those decks for a while to get into the game. I think that is the best way to get into the game. 110%. I think that is the best way to, like, get into Flesh and Blood, like, for a reasonable price. Fang, we went first. We went first. We did get the win. Pockets had 2 really bad hands to start the game, which allowed me to get tempo and start playing offense. I cannot type tonight early. Okay. All right. Let's you know what? It's 9:40. Let's play one more. That's not the deck link that I'm looking for. Let's play one more. I recommend selling your old MTG cards and buying in way more than you should so you can never leave. That was my plan. Honestly, I did do that. I sold. I kept a couple things for Magic because I still like to play with some buddies and Carly. But what a name. But yeah, I sold pretty much all of my stuff when I got into the game. I think it must be Crush the Weeks. I know we don't play trounces. I know we don't play trounces. No trounces. Take out one Pummel. Take out Crush the Weeks. Yo, I was on Zealous Belting. No way. I was on crack when I made that sideboard decision. Against KO? Nah. Zealous Belting is never correct in this matchup. They just flesh bag it away and you have nothing. You should always play Crush the Week because it's a 3 block. I don't know what was going on in my brain there. See, this is why it's good to like look back over your sideboard playing, guys. Yikes. Not a great start here, but this is fine. Hey, what's up, Josh? I sold all my MTG stuff for Fab. Best decision ever. I mean, honestly, I felt that though. It's real. That's real. Oh my god. My opponent's just like getting to do the thing here. Work, gym, gravy test. But if I remember this, you were on Zealous at one point to race. That sounds accurate. That sounds accurate. So we're just going to come in for 10 so that we can arsenal our Pummel here. I want to be able to get it into arsenal so that I can try to play around Fleshbag and hit them with like a CNC Pummel or something is like a good plan here. But they had a very good start with like the rum here, which is insane. And they're blocking with chest. It's terrifying. Yeah, it's not good. My god, dude. My opponent is like living the freaking dream over there. Review your sideboard plan, calls your past self whack. Listen, it would not be the first time I've looked at a sideboard plan I've had and been like, what the hell was going on there? Yeah, I mean, we're probably just trying to block. Man, imagine Balance of Justice this turn. Imagine. God, the rum here is so stupid. I mean, yeah, we're just going to block this out like 100%. And then hopefully it's like it's not like some major piece of disruption. Yeah, we'll take 8. Getting through the first Blood Rush and being down 5 is actually a pretty big win in my opinion. Ooh. Our opponent's rolling hot. You get it? Rolling hot. Let's block like this. I'm going to try and pummel this. Feels bad, but I think we're going to. And I mean, like, I hate being down 13, but we need to make an offensive play to get back into this game. This matchup's not great. Dude, KO have been drinking for sure. I'm going to on the side of pick up Levias, so I have just... So I have... Oh, sure. Yeah. Just so you have, like, another deck to play. Hey, is Fino live right now? I mean, this is not a great matchup. Like, I agree. This is not a very good matchup. This matchup's, like, fine. This was definitely one of the weaker parts of Victor's game plan during heavy hitters meta. Well, this only being for 6 is fine because it means they can't gain any power. Actually, that is totally wrong. We're 1000% supposed to throw the Crush the Weak here. Make a Surge. I'm sorry, the weakest link. The weakest link. You are the weakest link. Probably says that all the time when I talk about this card. Yeah, I saw Fino streaming the other day. What was he playing tonight, Josh? I live in a tomeless, iceless wizard world, so I should pick up a deck I think looks fun. 100%. I think we should always be playing decks we think are fun. I think the game's just better that way. We're gonna throw Chokeslam. I mean, with the Surge, we might as well. Like, it sucks it's a blue, but we might as well throw it. Fino is gravy pilled right now. Okay. The deck is really cool, and it's also very good. I mean, I think she's not great. I think Marlin's not a great place to be right now. Like, Marlin seems fine, is what I would say. I don't know. She has not really impressed me. Like, none of the stuff I've seen from Marlin really impresses me, so. Alright, so their last sea legs just went to the bottom. They discarded one, pitched one, blocked with one. Or no, I'm sorry. Discarded one. Wait, yeah. Blocked one, pitched one. Yeah, they did the whole thing. Trifecta. Hey! And we win a clash? Crazy. They have to have the 1-for-5 here? Okay, that's also fine. Rouse is pretty scary here. Cranial Crush seems like it actually matters. Fino's thought process is insane. Why do you say that? I am owed a Ice Wizard or Ranger. I mean, everybody keeps saying that. Maybe. Hey, what's up, Riku? I mean, we're 3-2. It's been okay tonight. I think we're just supposed to throw this because if they have a Blood Rush, it matters. I mean, they made 6 mites, so clearly they don't, but drawing a card and discarding a card could matter for them. I should have looked to see what they have in their hand. Wasn't paying that much attention, unfortunately, but it would have been a better play to make. Yikes. Clunker. I do think we can block Spinal and Crush the Weak here and just throw CNC if they Arsenal. If not, we can probably use Crown. Or we can, like, block 9 and swing Hammer here. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody misses Icelander. He told us the codex he's trying to make it smaller for bigger events like Pro Tour. Yeah, Thomas is working on something like that. That's a real thing. Thomas is working on making the codex smaller for larger events. It's a very real thing. So many people enjoy making other people not have fun because it's all Ice is. I mean, Ice is very polarizing. I definitely agree with you there. Like, I think Ice is very polarizing. I actually very strongly agree with you. And I think most people that play this game do. But, like, disruption's an important part of every game. Like, I think disruption's an important part of, like, every trading card game, no matter where you're at or what you do. I don't think the game is, like, completely lost. From here, if I'm being honest, Electrum, because, like, this is a good card. This is a good play. they're either forced to decide they want to keep their hand or they give us 2 cards. Like every time I play Commander or every time I play Command and Conquer, I'm going give me 2 cards because that's what I want. Like, and this is another great example. I will like literally just block 6 here, block 6, and then like just throw another Command and Conquer. What up, Kevin? Ice is really polarizing, but I want my interaction to be meaningful. I agree. Like, it's either hand disruption or that. So there's a Blood Rush on top. Again, we won't draw 2 cards here. I'm trying to think about how to make this turn work because we need an extra card to play around Flesh Bag, right? So, like, we draw a card from Riches of Triple Donny. If we draw blue, we pitch the blue to have 2 floating. Now, there's no way to guarantee it, right? I like this a lot. Like, with the 5 Might tokens, it may not force as many decisions, but yeah, like, but I think that's like one of the problems is that like I personally believe that Assassin's Disruption is far worse than anything that I think Assassin's Disruption is far worse. Like Assassin's Disruption is far worse than Icelanders was. Yeah, yeah. Like hand disruption is terrible. Like it frustrates me. I don't have a problem saying that. Okay, let's go. I mean, they can win the second one. That's fine. Command and Conquer for 9 is awesome. This is great. I love this kind of play. They immediately say no blocks. They have another Blood Rush. I mean, it would be their second one. They've only played 2 so far. Yeah. The fact that they discarded Beast Within both times, my god. And they drew a fucking Savage Beatdown? I mean, okay. We're kind of like getting trolled this game, it feels like. Please go take a look at the gold token Mara made for me on Blue Sky. I'll pull it up after this game. Don't let me forget. Like, I will pull it up after this game. Yep. We're going to take 8, go to 8, I guess. The fact that there's one more Blood Rush scares me, but I don't know. I think this is like an okay play. Tasty, tasty Arsenal, LOL. Apart from Bonds of Agony, I don't think Assassin is anywhere near as bad as Icelander because you can interact with their damage through D-Reacts and Snag. Okay, sure. Arcane damage is like really obnoxious. That's fair. Yo, Sam just saw it. Let's take the Pulping. Great card to Arsenal. So their hand is Roughshod, Wild Ride, Blood Rush. So it's about to be 2 floating and nothing in hand. Drawing all these 2 blocks is tough. Take 4, go to 4. I mean, there's no blood rushes left, which is kind of nice. Here's where the game gets interesting. Yo, y'all are like really hyping up this token. I've got to see this shit. I need this game to be over so I can see this token. This is kind of scary because like if they ever draw like a crazy hand, like we're just up a creek. I don't know. Hey, let's go, Kevin, with 2 months of Prime support. Dude, Kevin, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Means a lot, man. Thank you. Damn it. Well played. Like, I don't know. Stuff like this, I just don't know how you play around this. Like, I don't know how you play around that at the end of the game. Like, without playing D-Reacts, I just don't know that we can. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Because I think we had a really good run there. Also, like, having to, like, pitch our other Pummel was very awkward. So, oh, well. It's not a great matchup, so it's, like, a super close matchup. It is a very, very close matchup. All right, let's see. We played KO. We went first, which also sucks. We did lose. Lost to Pulping for 7 when we were at 4. Need to be more aware of this. Of life total when playing against dominate decks. Yep. Very well played by our opponent. Hang on, let me pull up Blue Sky and then I'll slot it over here to my other monitor so that we can look at it. I may have to log in. I'm never on Blue Sky on my computer. Okay. I have a notification. I was like, I don't ever get on Blue Sky. I'm so bad at using social media, which is funny because I'm a content creator, but I'm so bad at it. All right. Here we go. Yo, holy shit, dude. Oh my god, Kevin, that's baller as shit, dude. Yo. How do I zoom in? How do I zoom in, dude? That is awesome. That's like the staff. Yo, Kevin. That's awesome, dude. I love that so much. I kind of want one. I kind of want one of those. How cool is this? Mara made this for Kevin. By the way, if you guys don't know, Mara does really great commission art. Blackwing Studios is her name. She's commissioned multiple cards for me in the past. So, dude, this is awesome, Kevin. I love that, bro. I love that so much. And it works so well in Prism now because you're playing Riches. That's awesome, bro. That's so cool. I love that for you, man. Rhea's got some, like, pay-to-win Victor thing going on down here, which is funny. Okay. Well, we only went 3-3 tonight, which is not great. But ultimately, I think we've made the better changes for the deck that we could. I really like the way the deck is set up now. I like having the extra armor into a lot of these matchups. I think we're going to help make a lot of the matchups we're playing against a little bit better. So that does feel a lot cleaner to me. But yeah, I really like this a lot. I think that like the way we've changed the deck fits really well. 33 blues is the way to go. The last question I'm going to be asking myself between now and like when I leave on Tuesday is Wallop or Clash of Might. So yeah, if you guys have thoughts about Wallop or Clash of Might, let me know. I'm open to either one and which one we should be playing. So they're both pretty interesting. They are both pretty interesting. Yo, McBeady. Yo, GG, man. You played very well, brother. You played very well. All right. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate it. No stream tomorrow because I got Armory tomorrow night. But I'll probably be around this weekend. I'm probably going to get as many reps in as I can Saturday, Sunday, and on Monday. So we might draft a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I might just hang out in the Discord and draft because I know that streams, like draft streams, don't really do that well. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget, if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure ! Breakpoints in the chat. It's a new podcast that I'm with, that I'm a part of with Taylor and Sam from the Card Guys. We got episode 3 with Majin Bay coming out this Sunday, so make sure you check that out. Also, if you have not and you would like to level up your game, exclamation point codex in the chat. The Codex Journal is a great product. It helps you level up your game by keeping life totals over here. And also, it helps you keep track of all your notes, whether you went first or second, what hero you played against, like whether you won or lost. And don't forget to use code AgroBlaze96 to save 10% at checkout. Anyway, I'm done shamelessly plugging sponsors now. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys this weekend. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb.